Gamestop rant, take 3. You will notice that I am sporting the cheese because, much like the cheese, GameStop is cheesy. Okay, so we have covered opening new games, which they claim, oh, well, we have a million reasons for why we open new games. Really? I'd like to hear them. Unfortunately, managers don't have time to sit there and list off all million reasons why, but evidently it's, common practice for them, and it's okay. It's okay that they open new games and handle them, play them even, and sell them to you, in fucking envelopes. And we discussed pre-ordering and how that's kind of a marketing ploy, and that, you really don't have to pre-order your game, because 9 times out of 10 you're not getting the little perks that come with it. So now we're going to move on to 2 different topics, and I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. And our first topic that we are going to address is them trying to sell you bullshit at the counter. Okay? So you go into GameStop, and typically they have 1, 2, or even in some places I've seen 3 people running the registers. And it doesn't matter how long you have to stand in line. You could be standing in line for eons, waiting to buy your game. And what happens? You get up to the counter. Oh, can I interest you in a subscription to Game Informer magazine, which in itself is good. I mean, I get it. But, I'll get into why I get it. But, at any rate, they try to sell you the subscription to Game Informer magazine, which isn't even a real publication, so to speak. It's not like you can go online and, order Game Informer magazine. It's made by GameStop for GameStop. And they also try to sell you their power-up rewards, which they really don't do anything. They give you points for everything that you purchase, or, trade in or whatever. And then these points, you can go on their website, you can sign in, and you can use your points towards things, like, $5 off a pre-used game, or a pre-owned game. Pre-used. Everything in that fucking store is pre-used, just saying. Used again, and then used again. And you can get, other little cool things. But to get the cool stuff, like a Halo sweatshirt, like a Halo hoodie, is like a gazillion fucking points. Like, you would literally have to buy 5 of each game system, brand new, and a million games to be able to get the amount of points that you would need to buy this hoodie. So, basically what happens here is they try to sell you these. Now, I have a power-up reward card. I have the one you pay for, the $15 one that you pay for. Yeah, you pay $15 a year for this membership, and you get a free copy of the Game Informer magazine. Hey, whatever. And it gives you 10% off used stuff. It should give you 10% off everything. Anything that you fucking purchase, you should get 10% off from. Why? Because everything in that fucking store is used. Now, God, I fucking hate GameStop. So you get this shit. They try to sell you this shit, right? You could walk up to that counter with your power-up rewards card in your hand, or on your keychain, because they give you a little keychain thing on your keychain. Hand it to them. They will literally scan this silver card, and they know if you have a silver card that you paid $15 for, you're getting that magazine. They will scan this fucking card, turn to you, and ask you, would you like to purchase power-up rewards? Would you like to purchase a subscription to Game Informer magazine? No, I already have them. Oh, well, you could purchase it for a friend. Well, why would I do that? Well, because it's a good gift. It's a good Christmas gift. I'm Jewish. Oh, well, Hanukkah. These people are trained to sell this shit, and they're told they have to. From what I understand, your job is dependent on whether or not you can sell this shit. Like, for real. Like, from what I gather, from videos I've seen, GameStop is in itself a terrible fucking place to work. Okay? It's... Anyway. I'm back to my... So, they try to sell you this shit. Would you like to pre-order the latest game? No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to pre-order nothing. You gotta go through this, like, 15 minutes of back and forth with these people before they'll ring you out. It's like, just sell me my goddamn game. I want to get the fuck out of here. You know, I've been here long enough. And their employees are really extremely uneducated when it comes to games. I have actually gone into a GameStop and asked them, what are the downloadable map packs for Black Ops? You know, like to get the zombie map, okay? We wanted the maps for the zombie mode, and of course, if you buy the map packs, downloadable content, you get the maps for like Team Deathmatch, you know, the other multiplayer stuff. But me and my friend were more interested in the zombie maps. And we were like, oh, well, we know that we need Ascension. We know that we need, you know, First Strike. We know that we need Shangri-La, I think is the other one. And there's another one. We ended up buying the one that has, like, 15 maps. It's the Black Ops, like, zombie maps, and it just came with the zombie maps. And then we bought all of the other add-on maps. Shangri-La, First Strike, Ascension, and the other one. I'm going to kick myself in the face after this. But anyway, we bought them all. But before we bought them all, we were asking which map pack had the map the specific map that we were looking for. Like, we knew that there was a rocket in the map. And we were like, which zombie map is it where the rocket is in the map? That's the map pack that we need. Not one person out of 6 people, I believe there were 6 people in there, could answer that question. They had to make phone calls to family members who play the game. Okay? If you're going to work at GameStop, you really need to know about your games. You need to have played them all. Okay? So that when a customer walks in and says, hey, have you played the Michael Jackson Experience? You might not be a Michael Jackson fan, and that's great, but you should say to that person, yes, I have. Really? And what do you think is your favorite, you know, song out of there? Which is the, you know, the hardest one to do? At which point, you should have knowledge of the different songs on that game and how hard they are. It's not like you can't fucking take the games home to play them, okay? What are you out if you take the Michael Jackson Experience home to play it on your little PS3 Move for 10 minutes just to get an idea of what the game is like? Because eventually somebody is going to ask you. And you're just going to look like a dumb shit if you don't know. Especially when it comes to a game franchise like the Call of Duty games. You should know the Call of Duty games forward, backward, and inside motherfucking out. You should not be making private phone calls to family members who play the game because you don't personally play that game. It's great if you don't like it. Awesome. We got the Battlefield people 3 over here. We've got the Call of Duty people over here. Whatever. But at least the Battlefield people and the Call of Duty people, and I think I switched them around there a little bit. My head is kind of heavy with the cheese. Anyway, those people, the Battlefield people, they know about the Call of Duty because they played it. And the Call of Duty people have played the Battlefield games. So if you ask me which one I like better, I am going to tell you I prefer the Call of Duty. Have I played Battlefield? Yes. I actually owned it. I returned it because I didn't like it. It didn't keep my interest. It wasn't what I liked. But at any rate, yes. Knowledge of games. Read your Game Informer magazines while you're standing there with your thumbs in your ass. Now, our next topic is going to be very short, sweet, and simple, and to the point. EA Games makes a lot of games, okay? They make a lot of the sports games. And they actually released Battlefield, okay? I was interested in Battlefield 3 because of, the hype that a lot of other people who play it had given it. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to buy Battlefield 3 and we'll try it out. To buy this game new, it's $49.99. Brand new. And, well, Gamestop new. To buy it used, it's $44.99. So, if you buy it used, you can return it. The only difference. Buy it new, you can trade it in for the same title. Or you can get the money put on a card. Right? What? Their policies are so fucking boobulated. Anyway, I went in, I was going to buy Battlefield 3. So I said, I want to buy Battlefield 3. And I didn't think I needed to buy the new game, So I get up to the counter and I'm like, do you have Battlefield 3? And they were like, yes, we have 2 used copies and 1 new copy. I'm like, okay, what's the difference in price? They were like $49.99 for the new copy, $44.99 for the used copy. And I'm like, well, then just give me a used copy because why am I going to pay $5 more for a game that I can't return if I don't like it, okay? So they pull out the used copy in a fucking envelope and they proceed to ring me up. Then the guy says to me, the customer service guy says, will you be playing this online? Yeah. You'll need to purchase an online pack. A what? Okay, EA games that you play online, when you buy them new, you get a code. And when you put the game in, it updates and does all the patching and bullcrap. When you go play multiplayer online, you enter this code and you're online. Ta-da! Of course, if the game is used, that online code has already been used. So what GameStop has done so that they can sell EA games used is they will computer generate a code for you so that you can play it online. So now that used game that is $5 less than a new game becomes $9 more. So you pay $9, get a code, play that game online. So you're up over $50 now. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.99 now for a used game. And the new one is $49.99. So I call EA Games because I'm curious to know how they're getting away with this. And the representative says, the money doesn't come to us. That's a GameStop thing. We sell the games new with the code, partially so that you can't resell them, but somehow GameStop has managed to get around that. So if you're buying EA games that you do anticipate on playing online, just remember, you do not get a refund for the online pack, okay? I bought the game used because when he looked again, he actually didn't have any new copies. So I bought the game used. I paid $9 for the online pack. I returned the game because I didn't like it. I still have the multiplayer online pack on my PlayStation. Because you don't get a refund on that. Fuck you, GameStop. Fuck you. Anyway, stay tuned for more rantastic rants from me. I have so much to tell you today.